Good morning, everybody, and you are very welcome to my Monday messages. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Rebecca, and I'm a QTT personal development coach, mentor, and homeopath. And I use all three methods to help as many people as I can to be as healthy and as happy as they can be, and most importantly, stay that way. So my Monday messages are really part of my commitment to do that. And what I try to do is 10 o'clock every Monday, I do a live video to share an idea, a simple practice, a thought, or just some kind of focus for the coming week, which will help to support you in having as much control as you can over how you feel, how you interact and respond with all the people that you connect with. And that can make a massive difference to how we lead our lives and how we feel about our lives. So today I wanted to talk about how we can, in fact, all be, and we kind of are already, we are leaders and we are influencers in our own small but very important ways. And if you look up what a leader and an influencer is, it's somebody who has some kind of influence over trends, over fashions, over what people think and what people buy and things like that. And what I'm talking about is more, I suppose, on an energetic human level, that we all influence each other and we can lead each other in whatever direction we choose to lead them in. So I was brought to mind of this little thought by my last week, and the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that I didn't do a Monday messages last week because I was away, and I chose to go on holiday to a city, the city of Palma, which is on the island of Mallorca. And I love cities. I was brought up in a city. I come from London originally. But as I think many of you know, I've lived in rural Ireland now for nearly 20 years. So going to a city is a treat for me. But I love coming home as well. I couldn't live in a city again. What I love about cities is the ability to actually interact with people on a daily basis, because I don't get that here because most of my work is done from home. So I don't get out much. Anyway, so going to Palma this time was a unique experience in many ways. I loved it, and I also found it very strange, largely because of the mandatory mask wearing and how it affected my ability, and I think other people's ability, to do that kind of daily interaction with each other, that daily exchange of energy. And the Spanish, very much like the Irish, are very good mostly at, saying good morning, saying good day, saying good evening, saying thank you, hello, interacting with each other. And I love that. I love when I'm walking through the streets to be able to smile at people randomly without seeming like a lunatic. But seeing lots of little children in the street. The Spanish love to walk their dogs early in the morning when it's cooler, and also early evening. And I love dogs, so I'm often stopping to chat with somebody or just pet a dog, or all of that. And I noticed this time that obviously it was actually really difficult to properly connect with people and to just give them a quick smile, because obviously when you've got your mask on like this, you can't see me. You can't see whether I'm smiling or not. I mean, if you're exchanging with somebody that you're sitting with, then there is a difference to your eyes when you smile. But when you're just passing somebody in the street, you can't see that. So I got to a stage after a few days where I noticed that I was kind of going back into how I used to lead my life living in London, which of course is an extremely busy city. And that is, you kind of reach a stage where you think, well, what's the point? What's the point? I'm not going to see these people again. I'm here on holiday. I don't live here. It doesn't matter whether I connect or not. It doesn't matter if I smile or not. Thankfully, I have done quite a lot of growth and evolving since my time in London. And I knew that if I did choose that, it wasn't going to make me feel very good. And it certainly wasn't going to make the people that I came across feel very good. Now, I can see there's a couple of people on, but I can't see who you are. So do send me a thumbs up or introduce yourself. Let me know who's watching, but you're very welcome. I'm just talking about connecting with people in passing, really, in the street, and how difficult that is when you're wearing the mandatory mask. And so I got to this stage where I was making an internal choice, if you like, whether to just go, oh, what the hell, give up, it's too easy, too difficult to continue my normal kind of connecting with people and smiling and saying thank you and please and all of that. And I decided to make a second choice, which was no, I will never give up that. Because that is what makes us human. That's what makes us stand apart. And that's what keeps us human, keeps us connected, reminds us of how important it is to have that exchange with other people. And that how we choose to do that will influence both how we feel and also how the other person feels. If you're working hard, especially at the moment with the people who are working in shops and cafes and all of those public places, to have people come in and not say thank you, not say please, not maybe just spend a little bit of time, passing the time of day, that's going to make a massive difference to their day. And they're going to carry that, hopefully, through to other customers, and those customers will carry it on, and so on and so forth. So there's a kind of massive pass the parcel going on. And you could say that the music never stops and nobody gets a prize, but actually I think everyone gets a prize. If we all continue to do that, and we need to do it even more now, I think, now we have these masks in place. It's more important than ever that we try and maintain that human connection with people. And by doing that, we are continuing to pass good energy on. The flip side of that, of course, is being very aware when we're doing the opposite, because we're very good at also passing on not so good energy. So, I'm sure you're all familiar with somebody in your family coming home having had a bad day, and perhaps they haven't had time to kind of process that, and they just unwittingly pass it on to the rest of the family, and before you know it, everyone's in a bad mood. And there are occasions where you think, oh, what's happened there? I was in a really good mood until 5 minutes ago, and suddenly I'm really in a stinking mood now. And it's because it's infectious. Our moods and how we communicate with others are infectious. And we can choose whether we want to pass on something that's not so great and that actually isn't anything to do with anyone else, or something that is positive and is actually going to lift up people's energy rather than depressing it. I saw a lovely quote while I was away from Mother Teresa, I think, and I may have got the words slightly wrong here, but the sentiment was, that basically we do not need to necessarily strive to do great things if we do small things with great love. And I thought that was rather beautiful, actually, and that's what we can do every day, especially when we live in cities, especially when we're out and about, and especially when we're actually compromised in doing that. So that's what I wanted to have you bear in mind this week, is to never forget the importance of our basic humanity and our ability to influence and lead other people's moods as well as our own. And with that great ability comes great responsibility, I believe. And if we know we're in a bad mood and we know that something's really riled us, just spend some time just trying to process it and get it out of our heads, and make a conscious effort not to pass it on to other people, but instead just practice going, okay, well, even if I can't deal with that right now, I'm just going to put it in a little box, keep it, I can carry it until I can deal with it. I'm going to make a conscious effort to smile at other people, or to, be polite or respectful, or, say good morning or good afternoon or whatever. Because I'm willing to bet that if you actually are able to do that consciously for a while, that little package you're carrying is going to get smaller and smaller, and you'll wonder actually what happened to it by the end of the day. And also you can feel good that you've been able to influence and lead how other people feel about their days. So I'll leave that thought with you. And as ever, any comments, please send them on to me. Put them in the thread below. Not too late if you're watching the replay, and if you are, thank you very much for doing that. I will get back to you. And if you want to know any more about working with me, either one-to-one or on one of my courses, do pop to the website, and the address is in the post with this video. You can register for a free telephone call with me there, and we can have a chat about how I can help you. Thanks very much for watching, and have a really good week. Take care. Bye.